Hello, my name is Richard Spiby, and in this video I'm going to talk about assessing reading. We're going to think about what we read, why we read, and the different skills involved. We'll then consider the texts and tasks we can use in assessment. In real life, students read more than we might think, but what they read is changing. And they probably spend a lot of time reading from a screen, especially things like websites, emails, and text messages. When choosing a text for a reading assessment, it needs to be meaningful and relevant, like students might read in real life. The text should be long enough to test their skills, but not so long that students become exhausted before the end. The topic needs to be familiar and suitable for their age. Although the content will be new, the topic should be general enough for anyone to understand without specific background knowledge. Finally, the language of the text needs to be suitable, similar in difficulty to the vocabulary or grammar students have seen in class. The way we read depends on our purpose. We might only want to get some specific information from the text, so we may look through the text quickly and miss out some parts. But if we want to understand the text in detail, we might read sentences slowly and carefully. Similarly, we might want to look at the text at a local or global level. At the local level, we're interested in the meaning of a particular sentence or part of a sentence. At the global level, we try to understand larger sections, such as paragraphs or the whole text. So we need to be very clear about which reading skills we want to assess. Then we can decide on a text that fits this purpose and create questions which are answered by using those skills. Multiple choice questions can be useful for testing many different skills about the meaning of one sentence or the general idea of a whole text. They're also easy to mark, but can be difficult to create. Another task is matching, where students put one piece of information together with another one. For example, matching a main idea to a paragraph. Make sure that there are extra choices which are not used. Short answer questions require the student to write a limited number of words as their response. These are more difficult for students to guess, but when marking them, we need to decide which answers are acceptable. And to end, here is my top tip. Use readability measures to choose a reading text which is appropriate for your students.